This is Pat Walker and Mission Winners making a training coaching video for everybody. Just for those of you that don't know, I've been doing this since 1986. I was there for the crash of 87 and everything in between. And during that period of time, married, 4 kids, and stay-at-home wife, and supported the family. I was a broker. I was an investments advisor, managed money for people and businesses, and avoided the crash of 87 by simple rules and methods. Learned a lot from Dr. Martin Zweig, who I met years ago. And if you don't know who he is, you might want to look him up. I met him right after the crash of 87, as a matter of fact, about 2 months afterwards, maybe 3 months. And one of my heroes, Dr. Martin Zweig, Z-W-E-I-G. Long time passed away, but had an impact on my life. Bottom line was this: learned a lot from him, learned a lot from Bill O'Neill. Just studying him, I actually got to sit down and talk with him at lunch once, and the issue isn't about, oh, wow, great. No, the goal is this, is to learn, is to really study. A lot of people just sit there and say, well, I'll take a shot at it. No, investing, good investing is a business. If I said to anybody, hey, let's you and I start a business together. What do you say? Let's start a business. Sure, let's do it. Yeah, let's go for it. That sounds great. Going to be, wait, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, let's start an automobile repair shop. That'd be great. I don't know how to fix cars. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. Hey, let's open up. Let's be attorneys. Let's do attorney. Well, we're not trained to do that. Okay. Oh, I got an idea. Let's trade stocks. Let's do that. Oh, that sounds good. We can work out of the house. This will be great. Let's do that. Okay, how does that work? Do you know anything? Do you know what to do? Well, it's very, very important to know what to do. Not only what to do for buying, but what to do for selling. Study, truly study the markets. It will help you. Also, learn to run it like a business. And why do I say that? Because it is a business. This is a serious business. Through the years, I will tell you this, through the years, I have had grown men call me up on the telephone crying, saying, I can't do this anymore. It's eating me up alive. Hey folks, it can be tough. It can be really tough. So then everybody says, well, I'm on a vision quest. I'm going to read everything I can, and I'm going to watch Fox Business News, and I'm going to watch CNBC. I'm going to know everything that's going on all the time, and I'll do great. Okay? I'll know the news too. All right? Well, here we go. There's another school of thought. It's important to be aware of what's going on in the world. Please don't be ignorant. We don't want to do that. But there is a tremendous amount of news in the charts if you know how to read them. So here we are. This is the spiders back in 2015. These are weekly charts. Look at that dang drop. That's freaking huge. From basically 215 all the way down to near 185, 182. That's big. Look at that. This is a dang waterfall. And then it rallies back, and then it frickin' drops again. Look at this. That's a waterfall. By the way, folks, this is weekly charts. These are big declines. Good Lord, Pat, that's amazing. Geez, what was happening there? I don't know. Do you? Do you need to know? That's the big question I have for you. Do you need to know? Know the important. By the way, when I say that, there's a great quote. Ignorance is bliss. I'm not telling you not to be aware of the news. That's wrong, okay? You need to be cognizant of what's going on, but don't get so wrapped up in it that your total focus is on the news and not the charts. Do you need to know what's happening when you see that great big rolling top, weekly chart, losing it? Folks, there's a great quote. Okay, it's my own. All right. No, that sounds corny. Right here, see that bar? That ain't mom and dad selling. That ain't your Uncle Ernie selling or your Aunt B. That's serious. That's serious volume. That's serious selling. Then it puts that big tail reversal in, and then it does this and meanders around. Man, all I know is stuff like this. This can chew you up, all right? I'll just tell you that. And then you get that. Look at this. You don't need to know the news. All you need to know is how to read the charts. And there's a couple of key points here. And people go, well, this is really simple. Okay, then go ahead and do it. You need to study it. Study price, study volume. There's tremendous amount of information. You see a bar like this, dropping like that, losing important. Again, this is a weekly chart, folks. You see things like this happening, it's telling you, you need to act on your positions. Now, I'm not talking, and I have to stress here, I'm not talking day trading. I don't look at 5-minute charts, all right? I mean, here we are, we're coming into the end, the middle of April. I haven't looked at a 5-minute chart this year. I don't look at them. Now, if you do, that's fine. I'm not telling you not to. But for investing purposes, for swing trading, for letting them work, I'm looking at longer time frames. I'm looking at daily, weekly, hourly, periodically 30-minute, 10-minute to fine-tune an entry or an exit. And then it does that. Okay. How about this? What was the news going on here in January of 2016? What was happening here, folks? That's a waterfall. Tell me, do you know? I don't know. I don't need to know. All I need to know is it's falling on volume spikes and I need to be cautious. And look at this. You want to see something great? It falls on volume. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks, folks. It falls on volume. Advance it. Oh, starts to go up. How's the volume on this bar versus this bar? This bar, this is weekly, 958 million shares. This bar, 370 million? That ain't nothing. Movies around, and then you get this, another heavy volume bar. 909 million shares. Another heavy volume bar. 1.1 billion shares. How about that? That's a trip to the bank. And then you get the reversal, and it meanders. But in the meantime, you can say, yeah, but then it does this. This can chew you up. The moral of the story is, all we do, be cognizant of the news. Don't be ignorant, okay? Be cognizant of the news, but don't get so wrapped up in it that it impacts your thought-making processes. You want to see another great lesson? What do we have here? Right in here, basically a double bottom. You have a double bottom here. You'd have it on the weekly, but you want to know something else? You have a double bottom from here to here, and it bounces, and then it comes back, and you have another double bottom right here on the weekly. Double bottoms. Washes out the last of the sellers, and you get an advance. There's something to know. And then it goes this way, and it meanders up, and everything's beautiful, and everybody's doing great. A little bit of a decline there. What about here? Look at this drop, folks. This is huge. Okay, I'll say it. This is huge. It's going to be huge. Okay, I had to do it. I'm sorry. Big declines here. Wide swinging bars. Emotional moves. Be careful with things like this. If you have bought things recently and you get a waterfall like this, this will destroy you. It will destroy you two ways, as I said before. It's going to destroy you financially, and it can also destroy you psychologically, which leads to a very important point. I got to put a plug in for a book, okay? Market Wizards by Jack Schwager. Market Wizards, Jack Schwager. First book out in that area, all right, by Jack Schwager. Wonderful book, especially the interview at the very end of the book by Dr. Van Tharp, a psychologist or psychiatrist, I forget which, who helped train, coach traders, investors to be better by analyzing themselves so they didn't sabotage themselves. All right? So then we go to here, everything's great, and then we have this. Look at this, folks. It's like, oh, the trend is up, everything's great, that's all right. Yeah, we got cushion. Everything's fine. Everything's good. That dropped. You know what? No, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It's down, but you know what? It'll come back. See, told you. Look at that. It's an inside bar. That's all right. No problems there at all. Oh, hey, maybe we got a problem here. I'm not sure. Oh, boy, we got a problem here. All right? Oh, we're safe. Then we get this. These swings, again, can play havoc with your emotions. And if you don't have a clear head, it's very difficult to make good investing decisions. There's a good quote that I read decades ago, only the still pool reflects the stars. It's a profound thought. Focus on making sure that your head's screwed on straight, that you're not battling demons. Wall Street is my own quote, which sounds like I'm bragging, and I'm not. I apologize if it comes across that way, but it's the truth. Wall Street is a very expensive therapist. Wall Street is a very expensive therapist. It's important that we resolve our issues at other times. It was 13 years ago, last week, one of my best friends died of cancer. And I quit near that time. I quit being involved in the markets. I wanted to be with him when he was going through his last days. But most importantly, my head wasn't screwed on straight. I was the best man in this guy's wedding. I loved him. I've known him since 4th grade. When you have tough times going on, I encourage you, pull back. Pull back. If you got a wedding coming up, you're getting divorced, all right? You say, oh man, you can't talk about it. Someone near and dear to you is dying. It's important. Have a clear head. And you can say, boy, you're getting kind of deep here. Well, as I said, Wall Street is a very expensive therapist. Wall Street is a very expensive way to try to work through your problems. Focus on really clean and simple, and always know that price and volume talks. And it's our job just to get in line with it. Never argue with the markets. Why? Because it's bigger than all of us combined. When we accept the fact that we don't know the future, we see the future more clearly and can act accordingly in the present. It'll make life easier for you. I promise. I promise. Anyway, these are things we do at Mission Winners. Analyzing charts, explaining things to people to help them. Help you make better decisions. And no, you don't need to be involved in the markets every day. A great trend will pay more than all the wiggles. And again, this is a weekly chart. Wanted to share that with you. Hope you're all doing well. Be safe out there. Please take care of yourselves. And I'm serious when I say that. It's very, very important.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.